This is Tank's Vlog for February 22nd, 2019, wrapping up today in sports, brought to you by Allow Me to Be Frank. It's the weekly podcast you can hear on SoundCloud and iTunes. Hopefully soon we'll get back to recording. And if you subscribe, you'll be the first to know when we do. NBA back in action after a week of inaction, if you don't count the All-Star game. And the biggest game of the day came in Los Angeles, where the Rockets blasted off to a 19-point lead. James Harden did it again. 32 straight games now with at least 30 points. However, when the fourth quarter came, the Rockets sputtered and splattered as the Lakers scored when it mattered. 19 points down. But at the end, it was Houston wearing the frown. As the Lakers came back to win the game, 111-106, getting back to 500. And here we go again. Here we go. Oh, look at LeBron. There's the GOAT. There's the GOAT. Michael Jordan would have never even been down 19 points. Forget about it. You know, the Lakers right now, still out of the playoff spot, 29-29. Boy, it would be so nice if they missed the playoffs. So nice. But unfortunately, Houston does what Houston always does. A gag job when it matters. I mean, how do you blow a 19-point lead like that? Final score, Lakers 111-106. Nets began their second half for their stretch drive on a sour note as they came out flat tonight. Just plain simply came out flat. Played a good team, a solid Trailblazers team came into town. Yusuf Nurkic had a big night, 27 points, 12 rebounds. In a 113-99 win for Portland. It was the Cleveland Cadabras beating the Suns 111-98, so I guess that's like 16 straight losses for Phoenix now. I guess they want the back-to-back number one picks really bad. How is this team that bad? DeAndre Ayton, I mean, where has he been? Where has been this big rookie DeAndre Ayton and Devin Booker? Devin Booker, where are you? Show a pulse, man, come on! And I know there's tanking, but jeez! The Suns should not be this bad. Come on, give me a break. I mean, you look at the Suns roster, they have some players with pulses, at least you would think. The Knicks are just terrible. They have nobody. They're a horrific roster. Phoenix, though, good God, man. 11-49. It was the 76ers downing the Heat 106-102. In a thriller in Milwaukee, the Bucks continue to give reason to fear the deer as they beat the Celtics 98-97 in a possible Eastern Conference Final preview. As Giannis Antetokounmpo continues his MVP numbers. If you ask me right now, the MVP of the NBA is your Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had 30 points, 13 rebounds, and 6 assists. Meanwhile, in Oakland, the Golden State Warriors, they fought off a pesky challenge from Sacramento, winning 125-123, as Steph Curry had a big night, 36 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists. NHL, Devils, with an eye towards Monday's trade deadline, began resting players like Marcus Johansson, Ben Lovejoy, and came out and played one of their best games of the year. Corey Schneider. Hey, maybe they could trade Corey Schneider. Someone need a goalie? Anyone need a goalie? Goalie for sale. Goalie for sale. Not that I don't like Corey Schneider. Don't get me wrong. He was good at one point. I'm focused on the future. I don't want to see the Devils get rid of Corey Schneider because I don't like Corey Schneider. I want to see the Devils get rid of Corey Schneider because I want the future to begin now. And I love the fact that he had dirty saves. Very happy to see that it looks like he's finally getting back on track, getting his career back on track. Yeah, I know he's had some injuries in the last year that's caused a lot of his problems. Overall, Corey Schneider's a better goalie than Keith Kincaid. Keith Kincaid's a career backup. I'm talking, I want to see Mackenzie Blackwood. I was so impressed when I saw Mackenzie Blackwood. I am convinced Mackenzie Blackwood is the Devils' goalie of the future, and I want Mackenzie Blackwood playing. I'm glad Corey Schneider had this dirty save shutout tonight. Very good game. I know David Putty's very happy. But let's move on with the future. That's what I want to see. Final score was the Devils 4, Senators, who are just a team with no pulse, no hope, no future. Nothing. Alex Ovechkin continues to score goals as the Capitals beat the Maple Leafs 3-2. Ovechkin, 43 goals, well on his way to another 50-goal season. Don't laugh it off. I think he has a good chance to make a run at Gretzky's record. And I find that absolutely unbelievable. Gretzky has scored all those goals. It was a high-scoring error. The numbers that Gretzky put up were just astronomical at the time. Goaltending wasn't as good as it is now. Goaltending is much better now than it was 30 years ago. And the fact that Alex Ovechkin has got an excellent chance to become one of the all-time leading goal scorers. He's got 650 career goals now. Unbelievable. Truly, if you ask me, he is a top 10 all-time forward in the NHL. It was the Hurricanes blowing down the Panthers 4-3. The Wild ended a 5-game losing streak by skating circles around the New York Rangers 4-1. It was the Sharks blanking the Penguins 4-0. Le Canadien got a hat trick from Brendan Gallagher as they beat the Flyers 5-1. It was the Lightning reaching 100 points. 100 points on February 22nd. Excuse me, that was Kucherov reaching 100 points. Lightning are almost 100 points, 98 points, as they beat the Sabres in shootout 2-1. You just know that no matter how great the Tampa Bay Lightning is, this is hockey. They're going to crap out in the playoffs. They are going to crap out in the playoffs. Mark my words, the Tampa Bay Lightning will not win the Stanley Cup. Teams that run away and win the President's Trophy like this never win the Stanley Cup. It was the Predators 2-1 winners over the Kings. Moving back atop the Central Division with that win. Stars ended the Blues' 11-game winning streak with a 5-2 win. It was the Oilers in overtime on a goal by Connor McDavid beating the Islanders 4-3. And Alex Galchenyuk scored in overtime to lead the Coyotes to a 3-2 win in Vancouver. They're certainly breathing easier right now in Duke as Zion Williamson's knee is only a mild sprain, a grade 1 sprain. So he may not even miss any games. So we'll see what happens. Shoe blown out. Imagine that. Meanwhile, in Syracuse, the big concern is over Coach Jim Boeheim. He's cooperating with police and officials, but it can't be easy to kill somebody on the road. It sounds like it was an accident, bad ice conditions, someone broken down. He tried to swerve to avoid the hitting the car. Maybe I don't know what happened with Jim Boeheim, but 74 years old behind the wheel, sometimes a little difficult. It reminds you how old some of these coaches are. And you got to wonder, could this be the beginning of the end of Boeheim in Syracuse? This is something that's going to need to be monitored. I hope not, at least, that he wasn't on any substances or any liquid nourishment. And this was just an accident on a bad, icy, cold road at night. But it's one thing you got to wonder about 74-year-olds driving. I mean, vision isn't good. I mean, sometimes that's the one thing you lose is that little vision, and it's rainy. I know I hate driving when it's raining and cold and dark. It always seems like when it rains at night, it's like hard to drive. So hopefully, and you gotta feel sorry for the family that's lost somebody. But this is just an absolute tragedy in Syracuse what happened to Jim Boeheim today. Today's 3 stars are Corey Schneider of the Devils, 30-save shutout. Giannis Antetokounmpo, your NBA MVP, with 30 points, 13 rebounds, 6 assists, leading the Bucks past the Celtics, and Steph Curry, who had 36 points, 6 rebounds, 7 assists in the Warriors. Nail-biter over the Seiko Tomato Kings. Today's birthday shutout goes to the guy I still think should have been defensive MVP, and that is Khalil Mack, who turns 28. And we take a look back to 1959, when Daytona International Speedway opened up with the first running of the Daytona 500. Of course, the Daytona 500 would later be ruled by King Richard Petty, but this day, it was Richard Petty's father winning the first running of the Daytona 500, Lee Petty. And he didn't even know he won it until 3 days later, because they had to examine all the photographic evidence. I guess they needed the pictures developed. I mean, they had no Polaroids in, I guess. But they had to look at all the press clippings and press pictures. They looked at video or film from newsreels, and because it wasn't on TV. And it took 3 days to determine that Lee Petty actually won this race, winning an absolute, complete dead heat over Johnny Beauchamp. So check out the full story at Barstool Sports and Sports Encyclopedia, where sports history lives. Good day.